you are a farmer, do farming, like the world is ending tomorrow. If you are a businessman, do business, like the world is ending tomorrow. But remember this way, put humanity in your budgets.
So my name is David, I'm the CEO at Faraja Cancer Support Trust. And Be Bold, Go Gold is an initiative that aims to do a number of things. Single most important thing is to create awareness about childhood cancer. That we get to appreciate that children are getting cancer and something can be done about it. Everyone in the society can play their part by coming to work here and show solidarity. In the process, we do raise funds to support children with cancer. Because many people will ask, okay, and now I know about childhood cancer, what can I do? One, you can support Faraja Cancer Support Trust in the childhood cancer programs that we run at Kenyatta National Hospital, as well as Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. Would actually, with your support, want to do that in many other cancer centers within the public healthcare system. And being here for Be Bold, Go Gold is actually making a very bold statement. Of course, to the community, to Kenyans at large, that you know what, we are talking boldly and loudly about childhood cancer. We are talking to policymakers, to government, to those who hold or control the national resources, that whereas Faraja Cancer Support Trust is playing its part, contributing towards improving survival rates and closing the survival gap for childhood cancer, we need to mobilize partners, and we are so glad that we are joined by many partners in the media, in the corporate sector, as well as school children. So working with this as a community, with multiple partners, we are able to take the conversations around childhood cancer elevated to a much higher level and boldly.
You know, when Faraja contacted me, it was like a no-brainer. I've experienced cancer firsthand in my family. I lost my brother in the 80s. He was only 14. He had leukemia, Hodgkin's disease, and back then the treatment was not what it is today. So, I mean, 7 months, it was it. And then years later, my dad got prostate cancer. So he lived with it for about 10 years, passed away about 11 years ago. But because of my personal experience, it's really something that touches me. But you don't need to have a personal experience to see what cancer is doing in Kenya. The statistics are horrific. And if you have the chance to do anything about it, please do. It was a struggle to wake up this morning, but when I think of the struggles of why we're doing this today, my problems are nothing compared.
My inspiration actually for me coming here, flocking to all 3 races, running the 5K, is the spirit of giving up. You know, they say a human being can take 40 days if he or she can only consume water. But a human being can die only within 5 seconds if he or she loses hope. So the spirit of hope, actually with Faraja, is what made me to come here. You know, I'm happy to give hope to the Kenyans, both actually who have cancer, both who are actually struggling in life. And you know, it's good to, we have hope as a Faju, as human beings.
My name is Masu Wanyora, and I present my son, Moses Mushendo. Faraja came through when we were going through treatment back in 2020. They helped us pay 30 sessions of radiotherapy, and also they supported us after treatment. We had a speech therapist from Faraja Cancer Center because Moses lost his speech after surgery. We also had Dr. Faith, who was taking us through diet. So we had a nutritionist also from Faraja, and we also had a therapist, a physiotherapist, David, who was assisting Moses because he could not walk. Yeah, we've had 4 benefits from Faraja. That is treatment and 3 doctors after treatment.
Children actually suffering with cancer, they deserve to be taken care of. Above all, they have shown the resilience, they have shown actually the toughness that they have, and above all, they are our future.
For me, it's a contribution that I must do within the life that I'm living in, so that I can make sure that kids are growing up becoming better persons within the environment they are born in.
With the sports, we can be able to change this world. And because like now you can see today, there are so many people who came to take part. And through sport, we can be able to pass the message for those even who are down there on the grassroots, so that they can be able to understand better that cancer, it's real, it's there, but it's not it doesn't mean because you have cancer, that is ahead of you.
Yeah, this is proof. He's 4 years post-treatment. Yeah, he was diagnosed when he was 5 years old. Last week, he celebrated his 9th birthday. So he's living proof that it is doable.
I've just met a lady here who's a breast cancer survivor. She told me she's climbed Kilimanjaro, she's climbed Mount Kenya. I've climbed those 2 mountains, it's hard, you know? So the fact that she can recover and do that, there's hope for people living with cancer. It is not a death sentence. I want to encourage people to get tested early, because we all know the difference between early and late detection. So go for your regular checkups. If you're a woman, go for your pap smears. If you're feeling something in your body, just get a checkup, because the difference between fully recovering or not is that early diagnosis.
It's difficult to see children going through such a heavy disease, and we are happy to, just give a little towards helping them go through that process, helping with medicine, helping them with facilities. I've just spoken to someone who's thinking about offering education services to those kids while they're in hospital, because they spend a year or two in hospital, they miss out on school. So that's something we are looking to do and help them with as well.
There is a lot you can do to support people living with cancer. I mean, if you can't come for the walk, and not everybody can wake up on a Saturday morning and come here, but you can do something. I remember for the longest time, almost 20 years ago, we used to support people at Kenyatta Hospital with NHIF cover. And it was like 1,950 a year. And I would gather all my friends and do that. So you can go for walks, you can go for runs, you can do a continuous contribution program with Faraja, with so many of these NGOs and groupings that are supporting people living with cancer. So if it's only a check you can write, please write it. If it's your time, you can go and give your time at the ward at Kenyatta Hospital. I used to spend so many of my birthdays there just talking to the children, helping wash them, helping talk to them. There's so much you can do if you cannot wake up on a Saturday morning and run. But be aware, because don't think it's not your problem. It's all our problems, whether you've experienced it firsthand or not. So just wake up and do something. And you don't have to give a lot of money. Give 100 bob, 200 bob, 500 bob, or give your time. It feels good to support people living with cancer. There are people who don't have a choice. You have a choice, yeah? Choose wisely.
This contribution aligns with Victoria Commercial Bank PLC's virtue of giving back to the community and addressing critical healthcare needs, especially in the areas where funding and awareness for childhood cancer are lacking.
My message would be just do what you do best, try to participate, be part of the process. Whether you are a participant, whether you are a supporter or a sponsor, just be part of it, because you never know where that sponsorship package or who it will land to.
I'm here to support the cause because we've been partnering with Faraja for a long time, and it's a wonderful cause. We want all the kids to get all the help they can get. And yes, it enriches our community.
I would like to encourage more sponsors to come on board and support Faraja to help these kids walk this journey. I would encourage as many of them to come on board. This is a worthy cause. This is a very good organization, and they've shown that they've been around for 14 years, and we can help them do another 14 times 10. So I would encourage as many of them to come forth and to support this cause.
Let us all rally behind Faraja Trust to create awareness in this country, to raise funds in this country for the childhood cancer. They say actually cancer is tough, cancer is dangerous, but nothing actually beats unity. If all of us actually can come together, then we can actually beat this cancer.
So I'd just like to leave people both living with cancer or caring for people living with cancer, because that in itself is challenging, that all hope is not lost. There are people who are praying for you, there are people who are trying to raise money for your care, which is not cheap, and there are people who actually truly care. Faraja is one of those institutions that I have found really truly care. But try and meet up with people who are also going through the same thing, because they will also give you first-hand hope of how they have survived, how they are living with a cancer, and how they've been overcome it. Because there are people who will tell you, I have overcome it and I'm actually living a normal life.
We are so glad with the turnout today and how excited everybody is about doing something about childhood cancer. But we would hate to have this as a day event. We go back and think the work is done. The work starts now. Roll up our sleeves, continue passing the message out there that one, cure rates for childhood cancer are extremely good. You know, kids can achieve almost 90% cures. At the moment, our cure rates are just like 30%. We can cross that gap in survival, and all of us can play a part, whether you are a business, a corporate, an individual, even a faith community, or you know, a church community, or a mosque community, whatever. Everyone can do something about childhood cancer, and we need to continue with this conversation every day, boldly. Today we have the momentum. It must not stop here today.
What you are actually contributing, the smaller it is, the bigger it is. That is humanity. Those are the flowers. Those cancer kids in Kenyatta and MTRH, those are your flowers. You have run today and you have actually contributed your 5-6 hours to stay here. The outcome are your flowers. But remember, let us put our budgets on humanity and we'll go far. Lastly, no human is limited, and remember to run away from what? Thank you very much.
My name is Douglas Wakihuri, 1987 world champion, marathon, first gold medal for Kenya.
I'm Henry Wanyoike.
I'm Eliud Kipchoge.
Fred Chumo, Middle East Bank.
My name is Sheila Kingori.
Kalpesh Chatangia, Victoria Commercial Bank PLC, Chief Operating Officer.
My name is Carol Radul, and I'm urging you this month, I'm urging you throughout the year, be bold, go gold.